to Tim's workshop out here in the mini shed. Going to continue on with part 4, the reassembly of the 1965 40 horse 1200 VW motor. I was going to start in on the boat loader out there, part 4, part 5. I don't know, can't remember. But what I did is I put the rack back on the boat. I still have some bolts to bolt it down, but you've already seen me do that on the prior video on the boat loader. So right now I'm looking at building a boat loader rack to go on the rack that I got on the truck. And I've seen other people do that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. The parts that I need for it, it's going to take me a while to gather everything up to build it. I do have a winch, a real good strong winch. We'll use it for the boat loader. So anyway, back to the VW motor here. Since I'm going to have to wait and get parts for the boat loader, I decided now that I got the parts, the gasket kit, and the fuel pump housing, that we'll take a look at that, open it up, see what we got, and continue on with it. Now this stuff here that I got is from Brazil, looks like, and I believe this comes from Brazil also. But I bought it from J-Bugs. So if J-Bugs is selling it, it's got to be pretty good stuff. So we'll find out. Let's see what the kit looks like. Let's save this just in case. So got all kinds of gaskets here. We got the oil pump gaskets. It's got this piece here that goes on the flywheel, a new one. I got the old one still, but they gave you another one. Exhaust gaskets. This is the gasket that goes with this here. The solid one too, with a hole in it for the plunger for the fuel pump. They got dual port gaskets and single port, so got your choice there. So there's a lot more gaskets in here that are actually needed. It has a vent for the oil fill tower, and the other one is oil tower, and that I got to clean out with really good to make sure it's nothing in it. Like I said, this is a combination of stuff. It has the O-rings for you know, later model cases that we don't need. Instead of white silicone, they have these gaskets for the push rod tubes. So we'll definitely use the sealant on them to make sure they don't leak. These are very important, the valve cover gaskets. Hey, also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell if you like. Give me a like, hit the old hand thing, and let your friends and family, and your doggies too, know about Tim's workshop on my YouTube. Where you at, buddy? Hey, let's get going on this thing. First thing I did is I took brake clean and cleaned that all out. The ooze from the sealant was in there. Got that off. Looks nice and clean, ready to go. I want to put the oil pump in. So first off, we have a gasket here, right? And what we want to do is we want to put some sealant on there. It says not to seal it, you know, but we're going to put some on anyway, just around the edge. We don't want the sealant getting inside here. That's why I wiped it out. Get some gloves on. We just want to make sure this thing doesn't leak. So instead of putting it on the gasket, we're going to put it on here, just around the edges. There we go. Now, put this gasket on there. Okay. Now we're going to put some on the pump. Same thing, just around the edges. Got a little bit of oil there. A little bit of oil in there. Okay, now put this in. And there we go. A little bit on here for the next gasket. So we got the top gear in. It's got a slot in the cam. You just line up the slot on the top gear with the post that has the slot on it, and make sure they made up. Now we're going to put the bottom one in. And that just goes on so the teeth all line up. And there we go. Put this on like that. Put these on. Okay. The nuts came off with the studs. These didn't. So we're going to put a little sealant around those studs, and then we'll put them down. There's that one, that one, that one, and that one. All right, so that's on. Let's make sure this thing still spins good. Oh yeah. Okay, got the plug out and the washer, and it's crushed, of course. Here's the new one. So that was in the kit, so we'll put that on, and then when we tighten it down, it will keep it from backing out. Put this washer on there. Okay, like that. Squirt some brake clean down in here. Put the brush in there. Twist it around. Now let's put some oil on it. Oil on the spring. Okay. Put that up in there. Spring in there. Okay. Now, this has a recessed area on here. I don't see VW on it. All right. tighten it. Okay, so that's on. Let's put the tower on. Drill motor with the brass brush. Got that all nice and clean. We got this feller here that's going to go on, but we want to put a gasket on first. Let's do the same thing. Let's get the sealant on there. Now these openings, they go inboard. The outboard side is where you fill the oil, and it says in the book, make sure these are pointing the opposite direction of the fill. And I will take one more look at this before I close this thing up. Okay, so I checked VW Deere, and he had it upside down. The ridge part is sitting down, and so this is all flat here, but the half moons are facing this way. So let's put some sealant on here. Okay. That on. Okay, so I got this all cleaned up, ready to put on there, just like that. So let's get some sealant on here. Okay, let's get this on. Get some nuts on that. So I need a 13 millimeter. There we go. I found it. Okay, that one there I'm going to have to use my hand wrench on.